forget that. You can beat me up after this.
You know I won't.
No, I need it. That's ridiculous.
Hello and welcome to 5 Drive School of Motoring. It's Mohammed. I hope you guys are doing great. This is Andrew's mock test video. His test is coming up very soon, so we decided to do a mock test. Let's see what he's gonna do.
Okay, Andrew, throughout the test, follow the road ahead. If I want you to turn left or right, I'll tell you in plenty of time. If you're not sure at any point, you can ask me. Your test is going to be about 38 to 40 minutes, okay?
No, it's fine.
One maneuver, 20 minutes of independent driving and maybe emergency stop. I'll ask you to follow some signs in the test, okay? So we're going to start the test with a question. Can you please tell me how would you check if your tyres are roadworthy?
So,
legally they're okay.
to check it, you check your tyre treads, see if they're about 1.6 millimeters in depth. You can get, a tyre gauge to check that.
Good. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Brilliant. We'll start the test with the maneuver now, okay? I want you to pull out, go to the right and stop and reverse into any of the bays you like.
Right.
So that's the start of the test. Please, when you're ready.
I would like to thank Andrew for letting us record this mock test video. He understood that he has learned a lot from the mock test videos, so he decided to go for one as well. So I hope you guys are gonna learn something from this video. Anyways, we started the test with the maneuver. He did that perfectly fine. There was nothing wrong with it. He just had to correct it once. So he ended up in the bay without any problem. He answered the question okay. He could have said that the general condition should be no, there shouldn't be any cuts or bulges on the tire, but I didn't give him any mistake or anything. So he's gone in the bay and he's realized he's close to one side, so he's just gone forward and he's just going to reverse and correct it, and he gets a minor mistake for correction for the reverse bay park.
Right, okay, you done? Right, drive on when you are ready, please, and we'll leave the car park and turn right. Yeah, at the end of the road, turn right, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I go left?
When Andrew takes this right turn, he crosses his hand. You're going to see his left hand goes all the way around to the right. So I gave him a minor mistake. Examiner might not give you a minor mistake, but I like to mark a little strict, so I gave him a minor mistake. He's going to be turning right at the roundabout third exit. On approach to the roundabout, his signal cancels, but he puts it on again. But he checks his centre mirror, left mirror very nicely to take the exit. And here he's going to be turning right.
Sorry, I had over half for a bit. It was because that car was sticking out.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, that car was sticking out.
I told Andrew to stay in the right lane. So if you're not told, you need to stay in the left lane. because he turned right from the right lane, so he's going to stay in the right lane. So if you're taking a right turn from the left lane, you stay in the left lane.
I would like you to stay in the second lane from the right. Okay, this is the start of independent driving. Okay, I would like you to follow some signs for now. So if you can move off and then follow the signs for airport, please. Yeah?
Airport.
Yeah, so move off, follow the signs for the airport.
It was very busy, so he takes his time and he pulls out at the right time. So if it's busy, there's nothing you can do about it. Now Andrew has started independent driving and he'll be following the signs for the airport. Now here, further down, he picks up a minor mistake because he does really well to move into the left lane because the new lane will appear. So he checks his mirrors, he signals left and moves into this lane. Now, as you can notice, he does not cancel his signal for a fair bit. And if there was a junction on the left, it could be a serious mistake, but he just cancels right now. So I gave him a minor mistake for not really cancelling the signal. It can be confusing. Now Andrew started to worry here a little bit because he couldn't see airport signs. But again, further down there was a sign clearly saying the airport is on the left hand side. Speed limit will be mentioned at the top left corner throughout this video. So if you're not sure, you can always glance on the left and the speed sign will be there. It was really busy at this time when we did the mock test, so I have fast forwarded most of the parts of when you were stuck in traffic. Now there is a traffic light control roundabout. The 2 lanes on the right were closed. I believe 1 lane on the right was closed. That's why there was a lot of traffic. But this traffic light control roundabout, there are 4 lanes when you get really close to the roundabout. So if you're going towards Leeds, normally you should take the middle lane. But airport was on the left hand side. So Andrew was taking first exit, which is obviously on the left hand side. So I've made a video on this roundabout going towards Leeds, which can be not difficult but slightly tricky. So if you need to watch that, you can click on the link above and you will be able to watch that video. Just because it was really busy, so it took us almost 1 hour to complete the mock test. But then again, as I said before as well, I've tried to fast forward the video in some parts. I asked him to follow the signs for Leeds, which was a 3rd exit. However, he checks his center mirror only, and doesn't check the right mirror. So he gets another minor mistake. And he also gets a serious mistake on this roundabout, because he does signal right to take 3rd exit. But then what happens? He just goes straight ahead and he just doesn't check any mirrors. And he just goes straight ahead, which can be very serious and dangerous if people behind him were going straight.
Straight.
Wait, right. Oh, sorry, my fault. Oh, yeah, because it was 3rd exit on the right.
And then we had to continue straight on this road, and at the next roundabout I asked Andrew to make a U-turn. So that also added a bit of time on the test, so I'm just fast forwarding it. So he's just changed lanes so he can take the U-turn or 4th exit at the next traffic light controlled roundabout. Right, so he's just waiting. The traffic light is changed to green and the next traffic light was red, so he stops again, which is great. Now he goes back onto that 60 miles an hour road to head back towards the roundabout where he had to take the 3rd exit, but from here he's going to be turning left to take 1st exit towards Leeds. Here he picks up another minor mistake because he does not signal until very, very late. You will see very soon. Okay, after that minor mistake, Andrew takes another serious mistake here. So the reason he's coming up to the zebra crossing, you will see there are pedestrians waiting there, but he just does not stop. You can see I've circled it, so he should be ready to stop for that. So the girl was waiting, but he did not stop, so he gets a serious mistake for not stopping at the pedestrian crossing. So he does not even realize what mistake he made. So I had to really tell him at the end, but he didn't realize where it was. So hopefully when he's going to watch the video, he will realize where he made that mistake. pulling up on the left when I ask him to move off again. He does very good observation, but he does not look over his right shoulder. So that's another minor mistake. And ahead, I asked him to follow the signs for Bradford, which was a right turn at the traffic light. And ahead, I asked him to pull up on the left somewhere safe after this turn. So what he does is he signals way too early to pull up on the left. Then he realizes he cancels, so he gets a minor mistake for that.
I'd like you to pull up on the left, just before the car in front, yeah? Just before the car in front. And leave enough room for yourself to move off. Leave enough room for yourself to move off. Get close to it, please. Yeah, close to the car. Thank you. And drive on again when you're ready, please.
Drive up.
Here Andrew makes another minor mistake when I asked him to show me how would you clean the rear window. He reduces his speed a lot more. So on a 40 road he was just doing well below 30.
Okay, the second question is, can you please show me how would you clean the rear rear window with your washers, please?
Sure, you I'll tell you.
Yes, just do that. Rear window with washers.
With washers.
Yeah.
So that's from what am I doing when I'm pushed on?
That's fine, thank you.
Yeah.
Still Bradford signs you're following.
Okay. Clean both your windows then.
You can cancel the rear washers now, just two birds in the air. That's it.
Oh, I didn't know you have to cancel them by yourself.
It's still Bradford signs.
ahead is going to be 20 miles an hour zone. So what Andrew does, he was driving a bit faster, like 24 miles an hour. But I didn't give him serious mistake because I thought he's going to reduce his speed. You can see there's going to be a sign saying 20 miles an hour ahead. Don't think he realized it, and he was going quite fast in this area. So he picks up a minor mistake for that. But then what happens later on, after this roundabout, he picks up speed again after reducing his speed for mini roundabout. So I had to tell him to slow down because it was a 20 zone and he was doing 24, 25 again.
No, just we can follow the road ahead. It's at 20 miles an hour. Just follow the road ahead. So this is a roundabout. Can you just follow the road?
It's the stupid one that's got no road marking.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to cross in front of it.
Because there was a lot of traffic, so there was a lot of stop, start, so he kept going in 1 and 2, 1 and 2 again and again. So he's been doing fine, but then later on what happens, he stops completely in second gear and he forgets to go back in first gear. And what he does, he moves off in second gear and he stalls. And then he just again gets annoyed with himself because normally he's absolutely fine. So he moves off in second gear and he stalls. You will see that in a second.
Stuff on the other side towards Bradford, yeah.
Yeah, just follow the road ahead towards Bradford.
very nicely. He checks his mirrors and goes around the parked cars, which was brilliant. But ahead he makes another mistake, which could be serious, but I gave him minor mistake just because he was committed to go. There was a pedestrian crossing controlled by traffic lights. He did not anticipate that people are waiting on the side and the lights could change. So he just maintained more or less the same speed it was approaching at. And in the end, what happens as he's going past the traffic light, it was almost red. So again, he gets away with that. I gave him minor because he didn't hesitate. You will see in a second on the right hand side, pedestrians are waiting. I've circled it as well so you can see. So he's got a minor mistake there. Now Andrew thought that he has made a serious mistake and he gets annoyed with himself. He looks in the mirror again and he's nodding his head, you can see. So he thought he's got a serious mistake, but I gave him minor.
Just take left hand.
Okay, so we are nearly back to the test center. So I asked him to go back to the test center and park there. That's what I gave him detailed feedback. And I told him what mistakes he made. And I'm sure he understood all of them other than the pedestrian crossing. But he's going to watch the video and he's going to find out. Let's listen to the feedback.
And you can park in any of the bays on the right, any DVSA bays, because the first one would be better.
First, do you mean?
Yeah. So you can leave the ignition on, it's okay. Just relax your foot on me. Just give me a few seconds, Andrew. I'm going to finalise your results.
It's alright, I'm going to beat myself up anyway. Personally, I feel like I failed that.
Yeah, you think you failed that, yeah?
Yeah, I
What-
actually...
What was the reason?
The reason was stalling.
No, I gave you minor for that because you didn't roll back, you didn't obstruct any traffic, so
uh,
you moved off okay, so I gave you minor for that.
that light that were on amber up at top.
That one, again, I gave you minor just because you were committed to go. But yes, I've given you a mistake for awareness and planning. When you're coming up to the pedestrian crossing, you need to scan on the left and right.
Yeah.
See what's happening. If the pedestrians are waiting there,
Slow
lights
down.
can
I should have
change,
done it.
yeah. But because you were committed to go, I gave you a minor. If you started to be hesitant, you started to brake, and then you started to go, it would be bad.
Yeah.
So I've given you minor.
The
But
time-
definitely that's something you need to think about.
Yeah, no, to be fair, Mohammed, I should have done it. Man, I mean, I already didn't know it.
What's
Missing my
it?
turning.
Missing your turning wouldn't be a problem, Andrew, if you didn't put the right signal on.
Yeah.
Because
I know.
you've put the right signgle on, you're telling everyone I'm
No,
taking
a right
third
to-
exit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you just take suddenly second exit.
Second, yeah, that's it. That alone
Yeah.
When I did that one, I was like, what an idiot. I think you might probably heard me tell myself, what an idiot, man. Under my breath, when I was like, idiot.
Yeah,
So,
as I said, if you didn't put a right signal on approach and you went straight ahead, it would have been alright,
Yeah.
because you are confirming your intention by signaling right.
to
And then you're
right.
taking second exit.
Yeah,
That's not right, because we are confusing people.
yeah, no, I know.
So, one more related to pedestrian crossing, right? Probably you wouldn't remember, but there was a zebra crossing.
Zebra
Soon, when we were following the signs for Leeds, which was a left turn after driving on the 60 road, coming back, and then Leeds was left turn, first
Yeah.
exit. There were one man and one woman were just stood on the zebra crossing on the side, on the right hand side.
Oh, okay.
You didn't pay any attention to that. You've got serious mistake for that.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, because you did not see, and they were stood there. It's not like they were walking towards.
Yeah.
When they're walking towards the crossing, you should still be ready to stop. But they were stood there, and you just didn't look. And I didn't say anything then. I didn't brake because there were cars behind, so we continued. But you're coming up to a zebra crossing,
Yeah, you should
anyone
slow
waiting
down.
on the side, you should stop.
No, I know. That was just, I just feel like that was just horrible.
So-
to be fair.
Yeah, the serious mistakes are 3, Andrew.
3.
Yeah. 1, zebra crossing. That man and woman stood on the side. You did not stop. You should have stopped. 2nd, putting the right signal on but taking the second exit.
I thought that was going to be.
Yeah. And 3rd one is just coming back. I had to tell you it's a 20 zone.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
When we approached the 20 sign, you were about 25, 26 miles an hour. I thought, okay, I'll see. I didn't give you serious then. But later on the same road, after a few seconds, you're again 24. So I had to give you serious mistake.
That's fine. That's fine. This is why, like, I don't know. And I think my nerves got the better of me this time. Honestly, like.
Yeah. Generally, as well, I think your driving is better than this.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, I know it is. I don't think I know my driving's better than this one.
Okay, that was his mock test. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.